may not see me a lot, but yes, I thought I'd do a collective reading today. Because why not? And I forgot to get restarted. Hope everyone's been doing well. Hey, that's okay. Just want to make sure notifications be working, everything be working. I do have my phone here. I'm gonna be playing music on silent because I don't want to get copywritten. Because the music actually helps kind of determine what's it just helps with the messages and everything else. So yes. Hope everyone's having a good day. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm not parched. All right. So we're gonna see what collective reading we have today. I do want to say trigger warning for the people who are easily offended because I'm not so nice. People have called me very rude with the truth, and I don't care. Some people can't embrace it. I don't know what to say. Please find someone else to listen to because, yeah, I'm not for the sensitive. I've had people say, girl, do you have any manners? And I'm like, no. Like, I do. But, like, how am I supposed to be? I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest. But it's not gonna resonate with everyone. Please don't force it to fit. If it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, and that's cool. That's cool. You know why? Because the world don't revolve around everybody. Okay. We only take what wisdom we do get and see where to go from there. So let's start with numerology. Numerology's like, staying hidden today. Oh, let me start the music. It is on silence. We're not trying to be copywritten because, oh, we got adjustments are required. I know it's really bad lighting. I'm so sorry. So the first song is I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, Holy Banana Cheeks. Y'all going through chaos already? Let's see. Okay, prosperity lights ahead. New moon in Taurus. Okay, I can see. I don't want to set the world on fire. I lost all ambition, a world reacclaimed. I just want to be the one. Pretty much just, I think it's another way of just saying it's not the end of the world, y'all. It's gonna be okay, alright? It's gonna be A-okay. Alright? Oh, okay, we got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So, lots of earth energies telling you to ground yourself. Maybe you do too much. That could be overworking, overspending, overthinking, overdoing. You know how they say, kill them with kindness. You know what? Who knows? Don't do that all the time because remember, people take your kindness for weakness and some people don't deserve your kindness. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. Yeah. And hi everybody. I hope y'all doing okay. It's hot as freak over here. That's why I got my fan going. Alright, let's pull some cards from the Romance Angels. And for the people who are single, like, girl, I don't care about romance, guess what? There's still a hidden meaning that's not love related. We'll get through this together. Alright, Romance. What do you got for me? My bad. It's just, I'm scared to open the blinds fully because there's always like a suspicious gardener. And then I only have this light and it's only so bright. My bad. It is safe for you to love. Now for the people who are like, girl, I'm single, I don't want to mingle. It's just saying that it's safe for you to go out, do things. Just say you've been having fears of doing certain things. Go out and do it. Maybe you're super introverted and like, the world's going to attack me. No, it's not. Go have fun. I know, right? That's Abigail. I got it for Easter. We got free yourself. You know how I said go out, get out? That's your cue. Go out, do something. Free your mind. I heard free your mind and the rest will follow. So I think that excess is overthinking, which is the adjustment that needs to be, that's your adjustment that's required. Because remember, overthinking is also very much self-sabotage. MLP? I don't know what that is. Oh. It says keep an open mind. Yes. Again, overthinking is dangerous. Because remember, overthinking means you can self-sabotage even situations before they're even created. You could have like a business opportunity and all your overthoughts could destroy that. And then we have, let your friends help you. Ay. Okay, now I know a lot of people don't like asking for help, but maybe that's also an adjustment that is required. Oh, My Little Pony. I mean, I've heard about it. I've never watched it or anything. I guess I just never really cared because I used to know this guy. And he used to be like a brony and stuff. I didn't even know what the freak that stuff was all about. But I was like, okay, well. Alright. Angels, what do you got for me? Hey, big happy changes. But you can only allow big happy changes when you learn to let go of certain things and let things happen naturally. Remember, when you take too much control, the universe doesn't like that. Oh. Okay, so we got some romance. And I know people are like, girl, I just want to be single. Okay, then love yourself. Maybe you're not taking care of yourself. Did you shower today? Did you say that you love yourself? Do you call yourself beautiful? Are you confident in yourself? Do you like the way you look? Do you like the way you think about yourself? You got to think of those little things too. It's up to you. Oops. Yeah. I always say only you can stop you within the next few months. So these adjustments are going to take some time. It's going to take some time. And I know a lot of people are like, no, I want things now. And that's where you self-sabotage. Wait, I think I have that exact fan. I mean, to me, it was the cheapest one they had. All I do is my best to keep it clean. Yes. All right, let's see what the cosmic fam has got to say. All right. Oh, that landed on my stomach. Integrity. Now, I know a lot of people are like, but you got to finish what you started. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know why, but yes. I know me is I need to do more readings and stuff because I always keep procrastinating on everything, and I don't know why I just did that. But yes. Okay, we got believe. So maybe the adjustment is that, okay, like I have this system where it's believe, achieve, and succeed. A lot of people believe in themselves and they're able to achieve something. But when you achieve that something, you can get success. But when you stop believing once you achieve it, you go backwards and you have to believe all over it again. You can't sustain success when you withdraw from that belief. Okay. I forgot I only do 2 cards on this one. This says timeout. Like I said, maybe you're going too fast. Maybe you're thinking too much. Maybe you're in a situation where you just don't know. You're just like, I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know what they think. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And that's the beauty of it. You know why? Because in those moments, you just enjoy yourself. People are like, I don't want to do that. Well, that's your problem. That's your if you don't allow yourself to enjoy yourself, the universe isn't going to, fix it for you. It's going to be like, all right, you don't want to enjoy yourself. Remember, the universe reflects what you want. Not what you want. It reflects what you think. So if you tell the universe or you say, like, I am stupid, right? The universe is going to, pull things out into this world to make you feel stupid. And you can't do that to yourself because that'll only hinder you. It'll only make you go backwards. That's why you have to be kind to yourself. Oh! I dropped it. Okay, we got, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yay, so it's like belief. Okay, so I see why belief came out. Because it's like, just say you have a project in mind. Do you really believe in it? Because if you don't, it's only going to fail. Because of that energy you're giving into it. Remember, your emotions is that energy. Okay. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So maybe somebody out there, someone loves you. There's no doubt about it. If you feel unloved, someone loves you. Let's see. Where are we at music? Oh yeah, someone loves you, all right. This song's Black Lipstick. You left a mark on their soul. Yeah, wait! Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, again, I know a lot of people, I get the energy like, I want things now, 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 now. Okay? Sometimes you can't get it now, 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 now. And then people get frustrated. It's like, well, I don't want it then. And you can give up certain opportunities in life that are meant for you, but because of your impatience, you didn't learn that lesson. Because I know I get very impatient, and then I put myself into scenarios where I'm like, had I been more patient, things would have been better. But no, I had to self-sabotage it because I wanted things now, 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 now. It ruined all my chances. And sometimes we do have to take a back step. Just a little bit. Even clearing our minds. It's not necessarily something that we like deserve relaxation, but we need to understand moderation. We have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Even if you have no one, to say you're single and you want to stay single, you still need to gather. You still need to gather parts of yourself because you don't feel whole. Even if you're like, I have all the things I could ever want, I have the money to support myself and sustain. Maybe you're not giving yourself time to take a break. Maybe you are overdoing things too much. And that's something you have to embrace. Some people are like, I don't want to relax. Well, that's your problem. And then those same people will be like, I never catch a break. And it's like, even saying that, I never catch a break. Remember, the universe is not going to change it, it's going to agree. So when you say I can never catch a break, the universe manifests your world into you never catching that break. Okay, let's see. We got friends. Hey, remember I said let your friends help you? Yeah, spend more time with your friends. Share your thoughts with someone who understands you. Like, even if you're like, girl, I don't have friends. I'm all alone. Maybe it's about time you make a friend or go get you a companion like a dog. You know? That'll be your furry friend. Yeah, it's about time. The universe is helping you. Look for synchronistic events around you. Yay. So it could be also coworkers, people like that. If you want to just get out, have some fun, not be too awkward because, you know, I mean, they're coworkers and you're familiar with them. So it's whatevs, right? It's whatevs. Okay, we got soulmates. So, I shouldn't say it like that. Okay. Soulmates are important people who teach you life lessons. This could be friends, lovers, and family members. And it can also be animals. Like one time I encountered this animal. His name was Stevie because Stevie Wonder because he was blind. And when I met that dog like shadowed me. Like even though it had a really close connection to its owner, but I felt this like connection to this dog, and it was like he was like he was like my little warrior. He would always like bark at certain things, and I knew, you know, he was always sensing something, and it ended up being, you know, something was actually happening and shit. You know, even stuff like that, you know, was helping me. So yeah, trust in your intuition and what you're feeling, sensing, seeing, or experiencing. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Adrenalize. Yeah, the song that's on here is The Plague Doctor. Oh, we got sunrise. Every sunrise sings a song. Don't worry, be happy, just sing along. Yeah. Sorry it's dark, but yes. And honestly, when I see sunrise, just say you're like, girl, it's not even sunny anymore. That's the point. Even in the darkest of days, you still have to see the light. And I'm beginning to see the light. Yeah, backpack. Get your compass. Adventure is yours. Get out of the city and enjoy the outdoors. And I know some of you are like, I can't go outside. Then sit on your patio. If you ain't got a patio, then, you know, put your feet in the grass. Something. Say a prayer while you're doing it too. We got lead the way. Take the reins today. Others will follow if you lead the way. Now I know a lot of you are like, I don't want to do that. I'm not a leader. No, girl. I'm just trying to stick to myself. Then lead your way into success. Lead your way into self-care. Lead your way into something that'll make you happy. How about that? We have play. Yeah, step outside and feel the sun. Breathe the air. Play. Have some fun. Now, a lot of people are like, I ain't got time to have fun. When you when you say that, guess what? The universe is going to form into you not having any time for you to have fun. People curse themselves all the time because of what they say about themselves, and that's not healthy. Alright, let's see what else. Okay. We got ascending. Always and always and always ascending. Now, yes, you will have to ascend from this mindset because remember, only you can hold you back. So if you let yourself ascend, you have to also be in that energy, which means you can't hold yourself back with all that negativity and crap. Yeah, you got coffee cup. Maybe it's not really, maybe you do need to meet other people, but maybe you also need to meet your own expectations as well. Because sometimes people do put things off for far too long. And it's, again, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you or anyone else, especially your mind. Because then you'll be like, oh, I still haven't got this done. And that's the problem. Okay? We got self-indulgence and the dragonfly. Yeah. What you need to change is giving back also to yourself. Maybe you're someone who always gives to others all the fucking time. That's your problem. You need to give back to yourself. Remember, moderation. Yeah, heart with the key. This will help you unlock things in your life, especially with how you feel. Because right now, what that implements is that you're restricting yourself from ascending because you're not meeting to your own standards. And that's something that you need to change within yourself and learn how to indulge it for yourself. That'd be like, oh no, I can't do that. I know there's a point where I was like, oh no, I can't go out and shop for myself because I need to work instead. Sometimes, yes, that will be a thing, but sometimes you have to understand you do need to give back to yourself. You can't always just be giving. You can take as well. Now, I'm not saying being like shady or anything, but remember, moderation with giving and taking is also key. Because when all you do is give, no matter what, you will stay down. I know they said, and they stay down, and they stay down, but no. Yeah, the song's called Tension. You only put more tension on yourself. Because you're like, why can't I get anything in life? And even when you say that, why can't I get anything in life? The universe is going to turn around and make sure it manifests so you can't get anything in life. Remember, your words are powerful, even towards yourself. And that's why people say, talk nicely to yourself. Oh, we got 13 inverted. So, yeah, it is in need of a good direction. Because that'd be like you. Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but it's like you're trying to go through the navigation of your life, but it's like you're not doing it correctly. Like, I'm just like, oh. Hold on. Stop that. Okay, we have 9 inverted. So maybe you need to come up with different ideas and plans on how you do things. Oh, that flipped. And 7 inverted. They are not all inverted. That's just, I guess, how they are. And then we have 23 upright. Yikes. So even through the shitty storms, you need to take care of yourself. I'm a little parched. Am I really this slow? Has it already been 25 minutes? Damn. My bad, y'all. This next song is, to, I don't know how to say it. Tbilisi? Tbilisi? It's a place in Georgia, in Europe. It's the capital. I don't know how, it's Tbilisi. So maybe for those who can, go on vacation. Take yourself on a little mini trip. Hey, you know, if you can. If you can't, sometimes, you know, take a hot bubble bath. You know, do something you like. Give yourself some chocolate, you know. Make yourself something, have a nice sweet treat. Or, I don't know, give that comfort back to yourself. Oh. So the hottest love has the coldest end. Yeah, wait. So if you're in a love situation, remember, if you go too fast, it also ends very fast. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. That's how I cope. We have souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. Yes. Because the right souls are forever. I just saw Flotsam and Jetsam. Together forever. It's kind of creepy, but that is what I picked up on. My favorite card. Like, I know my LG stalkers know this, but it's all you need is to believe in yourself. Again, in order to achieve sustained success, you have to keep believing. Because a lot of people will stop believing in themselves once they got it. Or they don't believe they can accomplish more. So then that success just dies out and then you're back to step one. Follow your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of your life. Yes. Follow your heart. I know a lot of people are like, nah, I like to take the more logical perspective all the time. And that's also your problem. Sometimes it's good to follow your heart because it is also, in a way, giving to yourself. Okay, so for those on a twin flame journey, we got twin flames. But those who are like, I ain't got a twin flame, because not everyone has a twin flame. Like I said, this is a trigger warning. Not everyone has a twin flame, and that's okay. Sometimes, you know, people, you don't want one because it's the hardest thing you have to endure. Everyone thinks twin flames, everyone thinks twin flames is like your end-all, be-all person romantics. It's really not. It's really not. Sometimes you can be besties forever. Sometimes you could be like business partners. It just really depends. But those who don't, this is just about sharing it. Like, just say you have a person. This is about reflecting those shared feelings. Now, if you're single, this is about a reflection that you need to encounter with yourself. It's kind of like, it's not really, okay, check yourself before you wreck yourself is a little aggressive. But this is also make sure that you are checking yourself, that you are happy, that you're not lying to yourself all the time. Now, you can lie all the time to the world, but the only person you shouldn't lie to is yourself. Yes. Yeah, pride. So I can see pride coming out, especially where it says, let your friends help you, asking for help and stuff. Sometimes people don't want to ask for help because it makes them feel weak. So what? Yeah, and that's what's leaving you to feel conflicted. Just do it. Do it. What do you have to motherfucking lose? You're not seeing the full picture. Yeah, okay, yeah, now I see why I said that. Look at the bigger picture. You're not seeing the full picture. How are you supposed to progress in life if you keep holding your own self back because of your own ego? That's arrogant. Yeah, and that's what makes you feel trapped in your head mentally as well. And remember, what goes up on here also manifests out here. This says too dead for life. You're like, I don't have enough to be given back into life. Well, stop. Stop thinking that way. Yes, you do. Maybe you just need to relax, and that's your point of resurrecting yourself. Yeah. Wine and dine. For those, maybe go on a date. If you have a partner, if you're alone, take yourself out on a date. Shit. Or give me, make you a dessert again. Nurture yourself. Oh, Lord. We got lipstick evidence. Now, if what I'm getting off of this, I feel like the betrayal is that you don't give yourself that love. And maybe that's why you feel unlovable. It's like a person could be like, oh yeah, I'm confident, I'm badass, I'm cool, whatever. But then inside, they're just like, am I though? And that is the problem. Because that's not confidence. That's a facade. Yeah. And you're fed up with this shit. Maybe you're fed up with not believing in things, believing in yourself, believing in certain situations. But you know what? Even if you don't believe in certain things, you have to keep going forward. Because the more, okay, like I know some people have to take a back step to relax, to enjoy and live the moment. But when you backstep on opportunities that are meant for you, it only leads to certain frustrations that you'll never get over. Yeah, it's time to lift off. Start something. You're never too dead for life. Yeah. And the people around you could be mad as fuck for you taking care of you. But you know what? You still got to take care of yourself. Do you not? Yeah. Maybe you're looking for said miracle in your life, but how are you going to look for miracles in your life if you don't communicate this? If you're too prideful to ask for help, how are you going to expect some sort of miracle? How will your dreams come true if you stay in utter silence? Yeah, you need to let go of that broken mentality because your plans won't come into fruition if you don't. Hold up. That's the one I pulled out. Oh, so you have a talent of this. You have a talent of self-sabotaging. Yeah. You like to stay hyper-independent. Which is, I mean, independence is good, but hyper-independence is not. Because remember, if you think you have to always do it alone, the world will give you signs to do it alone. And it's, again, the universe is going to reflect what you think, not change it and hold your hand and be like, we're going to get this together. No, if you don't, if you don't think things are going to happen for you, the universe is going to make sure it shows that reflection that things aren't going to happen for you. The fuck? Hold on, like something was in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, open up your heart. But again, like even when you don't ask for help, open yourself up to the possibility. What more could you lose? Ask yourself that. Confession. Yeah, that's the real truth. Hey, shit's been going on. Ain't doing so good. I need some help. What's going on? So we got narcissist, but I'm seeing solo dolo on this. You're only hurting yourself by staying in your ego. Yeah, all black everything. Again, you're only hurting yourself by doing that. Yeah, you see this? It said, don't do that. No. No. Psh. No. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? Stop it. Okay, that one shot out. Like, it was toxic relationship. Maybe you have a toxic relationship with yourself. Did you ever think of that? Yeah, if this is says it's by Alcifer, the song is called Dummy. If you think, again, like I said, if you think you're stupid, the universe is going to show you signs that you're stupid. It's not going to be like, oh, the universe ain't going to be like, oh, no, you're not stupid. It's going to be like, oh, you think you're stupid? Well, let's put situations in your life to make you feel stupid. You're not a dummy. The only dummy part of you is not, is letting your ego get the best of you. Being too stubborn. Oh. Friends, I'm telling you. Let your friends help. You ain't got friends? We'll get you some spiritual friends. How about that? You don't know what spiritual friends you should have? Ask Hecate. Ask Lilith. Ask Kali Ma. Ask your guardian angels. If you don't know, ask the archangels. If you're like, I don't roll that way, I'm more dark priestess, dark priest, you know what? Ask your archdemons. Some of them will actually have really good conversations. Okay, we got 2. Ooh, we got a storm warning. It says upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball. So this... Okay, so like you holding yourself back is the problem. Yeah, between the lines. So when I get between the lines, it's like you're not seeing things. You can either stay in your pride and never ask for help and things just do whatever the fuck they gonna do, or you can pull that shit out of your ass, ask for help, and actually get things on the roll. Now, if you want to stay hyper independent, work harder and everything else, yes, that's cool. But guess what? Your lesson still is moderation. And until you learn that, you will not proceed forward. You're not seeing the blurred line by that. Yeah, and we got hookup. Now, I know for those who are single, like, girl, I ain't even trying. I feel like this is like for those who are single, though. Mm-hmm. I don't like saying this. Maybe you do need some sort of release. Like, and, sorry. And for those who are in, couples, maybe it's been a little dead in the bedroom. Maybe spice it up. I love how the next song is called Thrive in Darkness. And like I said, a lot of people are not always for necessarily the light. And that's fine. But remember, people mistake darkness for evil. And that's not always the case. And that's the most frustrating thing about that. Because again, a lot of people can learn about the dark arts also to defend themselves from other things that can happen in the world between other people and themselves. We have the poet, relationships and vulnerability. This is about really expressing yourself. You can even express yourself through writing. Even if you're like, well, I don't want it out in the world, okay, still write. Write how you feel. Like, I don't know how to do poetry. Just start. Start even if it's not poetic. Even if it's like a journal entry or a diary entry, it doesn't have to rhyme, because there's also free verse poems and stuff like that. It doesn't have to rhyme. People who tell you that poems have to rhyme is completely incorrect. Okay? Find ways to express yourself. Maybe you don't like saying how you feel. Make art, make music, make paintings, make colors, like anything else. And people are like, well, I'm not really artistic, okay? You could do small things. Write on a piece of paper, bright blue, red, yellow, orange, green, purple, all the colors of the rainbow, yellow. And then write, what does each color mean to you? And then once you write what each color means to you, reflect on what you put, because what you put with each color is also a reflection of yourself. And then ask yourself, where is that stemming from? Because it can be a good thing, or it can also be a very bad thing. And we have the King, control, reversal of fortune. But when I see the King, this is about taking your power back, stepping up, and taking, again, your power back. How are you to ever level up into this quote-unquote royalty if you think so lowly of yourself? That doesn't make sense, now does it? No, that's very ass backwards. And again, if you think lowly of yourself, the universe isn't going to hold your hand and shift it for you. No, it's going to make situations for you that make you still feel lowly of yourself. Yeah, the divine or divine timing, evaluation. So even when you do express yourself, you're also sprouting certain seeds into your life. And that's what you also need to take control of. We have the thief. With the thief, I'm like, okay, let me see. Seizing the moment is selfishness. It is not selfish for you to take care of you. If people say, oh shoot, we do this one last. If people say, oh, you're being selfish because you don't want to go out, or because you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, I'd be like, take a reflection. Don't act in certain animosity. Really see where they're coming from. Because maybe both of y'all are coming from very different perspectives. It's not the matter of who's right and wrong, really. But it's how you communicate, react, and respond. Yeah, we got tantrum. Ooh, so some of y'all react a little. You're very reactive. There we go. Let's do wisdom of the shadows. Alright, let's restart this. Chouflé. Yeah, you're only human. You're only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Ooh, rage. I see why tantrum came out. So you're frustrated, obviously. You're frustrated with things not turning out the way you expect them to be. Sorry, I'm trying to move the cards so they fit better for me, so I can see them better as well. This reminds me of Resident Evil 4, where you're like, when you're trying to, where you're doing like the case and everything else, and you like put everything together, make sure it all fits. I just want to make sure I can see everything, because I know these ones have books to them. So I want to make sure those are close because I do need glasses, but hey, you can only do so much, all right? All right. Hold on. My fingers are too smooth and it does that shit. I'm gonna do a shuffle real quick. Okay. Reflection. Oh. We'll do one more. I'm feeling one more. Doubt. Okay, I see, I see. So you doubt if you ask for help like I doubt I'll get help. That's also your problem. That is your problem right there. You doubt yourself. And we have sensuality. I heard not being comfortable in your own skin. So this is like you hating yourself. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but this is like you like it's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of saying, well, I don't deserve this anyways, to sum it up. And that's what makes you frustrated. And again, things will only reflect on what you think. So if you really think that, you'll receive that in life. And then I got letters to twin flame. Again, if you don't have a twin flame, these letters will pretty much summarize this reading. I don't know how it does that. I really don't know how. But it does. I don't get it. But we're doing it. So, I'm not feeling that one. Ooh, Catharsis. By Nachtmar, which is German for nightmare. For those who over-explain, remember, overthinking, over-explaining, excess. Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes people don't deserve an explanation. I don't know why I'm saying that. But, yes. But that's also a form of self-care. I know people are like, how? Because you need to keep that energy for yourself. Now, when you need to communicate about certain things because there's a certain, like, frustration and tension in the atmosphere, that's one thing. But sometimes people overdo. Like, some people will respond to, like, just say if, like, someone cuts you off in traffic, people will respond negatively. Do whatever. That is also, remember, even those little things add up. I know when people cut me off, I just tell myself, maybe they gotta go poop. And they're clenching their ass cheeks so tight that they have to go fast. Sometimes you have to rearrange how you think about certain things. And even if they didn't have to poop, that's not the point. The point is how you perceive things. You can't let the littlest of things get to you. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I'm a little bro. Hold on, now I'm gonna flip over. Oh, shit. Oh my god, it's got a lot to say today. Alright. Eight, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bottom cards on top, 14. 14 could be a significant number, something you'll see, or 1 plus 4 is 5. 5, what is that? It's either change or protection. I think it's change. We're going to keep this here, put this back. All right, we're going to start with King Solomon. I'm going to grab all the bottom cards, which is the ones I should have kept out anyways, which is the timeout, 23, and situation. Oh, 23 is also 5. Hey, and then we have 13, 9, 7. So the odds are in your favor. Odds. Sorry, y'all. So 23. We'll wait because they do. All right. So, oh, my hair's like. We got some special guests up in the energy today, I guess. Like, okay, like let me not. So 23. This is the King Solomon Oracles. So yes. Security and protection and circle. Hey, that yeah, because that is who I call on for security. That's crazy. I did not think that was gonna be a thing. You can proceed safely towards the realization of your dreams. Any path you choose will lead to success thanks to protection you have. This person is someone who's mentally preparing for a situation that might develop an alert or excuse me, an alert and cautious person, someone who's carefully planning their steps in advance. Advice is check each step before proceeding. Take the necessary precautions. Also, involve qualified people in your decision or actions because remember, you don't want to ask the wrong people because you'll get the wrong advice, the wrong situations, the wrong opportunities, and what help will that really do for you? Not good, which is why people have to actually learn to practice their discernment. So, make sure you have a full backup plan. That's also very necessary because things don't always unravel into how you anticipate things to be. And what will you do afterwards when things don't turn out the way you want? So 13, inverted, is saying apathy and disregard for things, watching from the sidelines without getting involved, and lack of advice and assistance. Your power has been taken from you, being stuck, a situation bring failure to loss. Yeah. In other words, you're letting other people take your power, which is why you need to reclaim that shit back. A lot of people are like, I don't know how. It is very simple. You literally sit there, meditate, focus. You don't have to let no. Focus. Sit there and just focus and just say, I call all my power back. And just imagine live streams coming back inside you. Now what I do is I imagined it like I always say, I call my power back, I hold it, and imagine all my power coming back into my hand, and I just I suck it back in towards myself. Well, I always tell myself I transmute it before I do that because I don't want to take my power back with a bunch of, it has to be distilled. It has to be filtered. Because even when you take your power back from certain people, you take certain parts of them as well. So you have to transmute it before you initially claim your power back. Remember that. Ay, ay, ay. 9, inverted, we have what you are studying right now isn't right for you, you'll not benefit, harmful information. So what that's saying is, like, just say you're overthinking things. Well, I don't think this is going to go right because blah, 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 blah. That's not good for you. How are you supposed to actually initiate new things into your life if you are overthinking these things? You can't you can't bring you can't bring new opportunities in your life if you're always pretty much putting a back step into everything that you do. Because where will that really get you? Nowhere. It's one thing to keep moving forward, and it's one thing to also pause and seize the moment in your life. But remember, even in those pauses, you can't pause forever. The energy has to keep going, because if you stagnate the energy for too long, it also causes certain things to go away and break away from your life, and you don't want to do that. It's one thing to seize the moment and claim all the things that you are meant to have, but sometimes you do need to be patient with certain things, because even certain information and certain deals can also, maybe it isn't meant for you, and you're meant to be patient, and those things will blow up like as they are meant to be. Some people don't like that because they also put too much value, too much effort, so when things don't go right, they get chronically upset. But sometimes it's meant to happen in that way because something else was meant to be for you anyways. So it's not about being upset about certain things that pretty much leave your life, because remember, if you only stay stuck in that stagnant energy, you will never produce anything else. And when you stay upset in losing certain things, you'll also manifest in that energy. So that says delays in bringing a new addition to the family. You shouldn't try to expand the family right now. Postpone wedding plans. So again, taking a back step with certain things, which is why it says the hottest love has the coldest end. You don't want to go too fast, because it can also end just as fast. Sometimes things take time to develop. And again, it's like the cookie method. When you put raw cookie dough in the oven and you take it out after 3 minutes, it's not done. Now is it? No. It's still gooey, gloppy, and everything else. It can't hold form or take shape, really, because it was taken out too early. You need to have some patience. Okay. Did I? Yes. Cosmic, we got 32, which is timeout again. Take a back step. Jeez, timeout. If you pick this card, Spirit is calling for you to slow down. Take some time out from your busy schedule and the hustle and bustle of your everyday life, because chasing the clock and getting yourself all caught up in the illusion of time has been taking its toll on you. For so long, you've been at war with time, with statements as, I just don't have enough time. And remember, like I said, when you tell yourself you don't have enough time, the universe will manifest things in your life so you don't have enough time. Remember, you can also be your very much worst enemy. So, Spirit understands your hunger and desire to evolve as a soul and can see the blockages that stop you from further exploring. So, guess what? You see, the universe grants it can grant your wishes on a daily basis by ensuring you don't even have time. Your words hold so much power, and such should be used wisely. Because remember, word witchery is a thing. Feeling as though you don't have time can leave you irritable, anxious, and everything else, which is why rage comes out. So, step away from the stress of the ticking little clock, because we ain't ticking time bombs over here. And if you're in that position, really reflect. Really reflect, why are you in that position anyways? Do you not care about yourself? Do you not care about the situation? Do you not care about that person? Do you not care about that job? Then what is it really that you really want? So step outside, smell the flowers, whatever you need to do. Enjoy the sunset if you want. Sometimes with people, it's disconnecting from electronics. But ground yourself. Ground yourself even if you have to go outside and again, feel the grass between your feet. because this is the best way to unwind and renew your energy source. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, what prayer would you do? Because you said a prayer. So, yeah, take your shoes off, take your socks off, go sit, stand on the ground and say, say a prayer like, I, Mother Nature, allow my energy to be transmuted back into earth, transmute it into health, but take all my negativity away and I transmute that into health for the earth. Because you don't want to send your negative ass energy to the earth, now will you? No. Some other guy is going to be like, what the fuck? Right? But again, this is the best way to unwind and renew your energy source. By having this time out to unwind and reconnect with the oneness of nature, you'll feel refreshed and renewed to continue your work in inner calm and peace. So guess what? You'll find that by doing this, the answers you will seek will also come to you with clarity and understanding, and you'll be able to achieve what you want. But again, you have to have, yeah, even with this song, it says, don't waste my fucking time. Because jealous, like, there's so much to this song, actually, Slipknot. I'm looking, this shit blows my fucking mind. It blows my fucking mind. These days, I never seem to get enough. I'm tired of this shit. I want to go home. Don't waste my fucking time. Thus, again, it's a frustration within yourself. That only you can be frustrated more with yourself if you keep holding that. Because with jealousy and ignorance and all the common evils, this planet isn't very special and it collects everything that's valuable or invaluable. So cut that shit out. Cut the shit out that doesn't actually help you. Because if you don't, it's what is going to override your life. Pretty much. So if you're always dealing with the bullshit and thinking you're only going to get the bullshit, you only manifest the bullshit. And what is that going to do for you? Nothing. But again, even in It's Custer by Slipknot. I fight hell and I fight fear because I understand it. Androgyny and insults, you try so hard to be difficult. When it says you try so hard to be difficult, is because you're also being difficult to yourself. You're not allowing certain things into your life. And that's what also can make you miss certain blessings, make you miss certain opportunities in your life. And what good would that really do? Not much. Now would it? No. It really wouldn't. Which is why integrity comes up. The qualities of this card represents breaking through habits and thought patterns that don't serve your authentic self. Habits and thoughts that leave you feeling guilty and less than who you are. These patterns and emotions serve only to disempower your true potential. This disempowerment is caused by the ego. The ego judges that part of you that lives in the world of habitual patterns and mind games, creating areas of shade. The more it criticizes and judges that shade within you, the more your divine light will also very much diminish. After a period of constant attacks and judgments, you are left feeling deflated and disempowered. So, guess what? Mistakes do happen. There are times we all say and do things that we wish we hadn't. But guess what? That's also part of life and lessons that you still have to learn. That's why they say to be your most authentic self, because things that are meant to leave your life are meant to be gone in the first place. But stop criticizing and judging that self within you, because guess what? It doesn't serve you any good. Send that part of you love, light, and compassion, and be gentle with that shaded area. And understand there is a reason why it is dark. Because with love, guess what? You still have to shine that light to that part of you and truly see where that fear works at its very core. Because even when you show yourself that love, darkness will still envelop around you. But it's when you let it get the best of you is where it also highlights where you need to heal. So view your fears with compassion and understanding, because love and fullness, it shows you that all of the ways that you've been hurt and even wounded. And you have to acknowledge that light that's within you, because that's the pure divine essence that flows through you, your very vessel. So remember your true divine self. You have to continue your journey with strength, integrity, and truth. Because the more you choose to walk in truth and integrity, the brighter your light shines and the more empowered your spirit shall become. And if you need an affirmation for that, you will say, I am a warrior of love. With integrity, I walk this path of courage and truth. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Then you got believe. For a long time, you've cautiously walked, watching others shine and soar to new heights that seemed unreachable for even you. So, Spirit is encouraging you to take that next step and join the birds that fly through the rainbow-filled skies. You have to take that chance. If you fail, guess what? You fail. So what? If you make a mistake, then you learn from it. That's the whole beauty of experiences. When you go through these things, you have to experience life for itself, because if you don't, you also don't know anything about it. You don't acquire any sort of knowledge, lessons, or anything else. It keeps you stifled in certain energies. And what good does that really do you? None. But it's about believing in yourself, following your heart and living your truth. Have the courage to push through these thoughts that hold you back, because again, only you can really hold yourself back from pursuing your passions and dreams. You have so much to share with this world, and also by, you know what, not believing in yourself, you also deny humanity of that self within you the opportunity to rise its own light through your unique expression. Yeah, it's not the end of the world with apocalypse coming up. That's what I'm getting. It's not the end of the world. You have to also bring your fantasies in reality. Because when you're stuck in a fantasy, it's an illusion. Because you can't always bring every fantasy that you dream of into reality. And that's where most people get that all mixed up. So, we're all unique, each every one of us representing different facets of life. Your self-expression is unique to you, so don't think for one moment that you're not as good as another. You are amazing, talented, and so very dear. Not diving into yourself is not healthy, but it's only delaying the growth of your soul and the souls of others around you. When you make that choice to give it your all, others will be inspired by your courage, passion, and creative expression. Because no matter what anyone says to you, it doesn't matter what they say to you. Because only you can be you. And people will always bring you down, but that's not the end of all worlds. That's a test to see if you believe in that. So they keep you stuck. Because the whole lesson between that is not believing them and believing more of yourself. And if you can't even do that, that's the whole point why it's there. So, release any fears of, not being secure, not being stable, or even with your finances. You have to release that fear, because when you're like, I don't think I'm going to have it, the universe is going to manifest so you don't have it. So, trust that your needs will be met. When you follow your heart with intentions to serve even humanity, doors of abundance and prosperity naturally open. So again, the only one stopping you is you. And the affirmation is, I am courageous as I soar to new heights of spiritual awareness. And sometimes little things like that will get you further. And I know a lot of people don't believe in that, but guess what? The only one who really needs to believe it is you. So you can manifest that. Okay? So, we have sensuality. I freely enjoy the pleasures of my body and my senses. I fully open to all layers of my sensual expression. Now remember, sensuality also goes further deep of desired fantasy. Sensuality is also a great part of you, like just say for chocolate, and for instance. You take a bite of chocolate, you're like, this is good. That feeling, unless you don't like chocolate, then I don't know what to tell you. But for those who do like it, just as an example, you take a bite of chocolate and you enjoy it. That's also a point of sensuality. Everything sensual doesn't have to be sexual. It's how you desire certain things. So, we are so blessed to have this gift of our own senses. Our skin, our nerve endings, our touch, sight, sound, taste, the whole shebang, smell, everything. Sometimes using our senses can be, well, it can become more of an automatic response rather than an intentional way of being. For the sake of efficiency is life. And that's one thing that we don't realize. We feel like when one thing doesn't go right in our life, all is to hell. But when you start thinking that, guess what? You shift your own energy and you start manifesting in that negativity. All it takes is that split second and all of it does come crumbling down, which is why it's telling you to have integrity and keep seeking it through. So, it isn't always time to slow down and enjoy the pleasures of being human. Sometimes it's allowing ourselves to embrace that self-nurturing care that is within us. The way we allow ourselves to enjoy even our own pleasures, as a matter of fact, can reflect in how we partake in other things with other people, even within our own selves. Because ultimately, our senses are ours. No one else is going to feel it but you. And they are portals to enjoyment, bliss, ecstasy, however you want to call it. Because for some of us, this enjoyment may not come easy. And that's also part of life. If we have experienced any amount of certain physical traumas, objectifications, shame, even abuse, like layers of emotional harm and everything else, then that can easily affect the way we delight in the enjoyment of even our own selves, because we don't think we deserve it. And it's time to reclaim deeper layers of our pleasures. And that's not just sexual. Remember, pleasures. People take pleasure in going on vacations. People take pleasures in enjoying different bakings and everything else. So, reflect on ways you receive enjoyment through the senses. Create more space where you can explore even within yourself. Or listening to, you know how you have certain songs that motivate you. Songs that make you sad. Songs that make you happy. Songs that make you dance uncontrollably. That is what's meant to be good also in your life. So again, it could even be just say if you like apples and cinnamon candles. That can also be a sensual pleasure. It doesn't have to be sexualized. Because when you learn how to enjoy yourself without being sexual, you can really be more happy within yourself. So, notice any ways you feel resistant to that sexual and sensual flow. Oh, I do know Animal Crossing. Oh no. No, you're fine. You have to believe. Even if it's thundering, that's only part of the storm. That's meant to happen. Maybe part of you is to enjoy the rain if it rains. Because remember, like Natasha Bedingfield said, release your inhibition. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can do it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can feel the hold on your skin. And yeah, you do need to treat yourself. Yeah. Let's see what else. Let's reshuffle. Yeah. You're too busy taking care of everybody but yourself. It says everybody, which is the core essential thing. You need to also it's like you're giving too much and you don't give back to yourself. And that's not okay, because then you're just telling the universe that you don't deserve that same love. And that's not right. It's not right. It's not right, right? Now we got rage, which isn't good because rage, you know, it can be very hostile. If we don't, you know, my rage is also an expression of deeper pain. My outcry is a call for deeper listening. If we don't experience moments of anger, because remember, I know a lot of people like, no, you can't be negative. Oh, you have to stay positive. That's bullshit. You're allowed to feel your emotions. That's what makes you human. Anyone else who disagrees, they just want to condition you to how they want you to be. And then, you know, are we paying attention to the passionate truth within us or the world around us? If there is something within us we are passionate about, something that makes us sad, to even something that makes us feel disappointed, and it doesn't get fully expressed, how do you feel? Do you explode? Are you that ticking time bomb who just holds it in and then explode later? You can honestly see that, you know, then it easily sparks that inner flame, and it quickly grows into rage, like a fire. Rage can catch instantaneously just as much, explode and scorch everything around it. So, rage and anger are also experiences that can create countless other feelings hidden underneath the surface. And see this as an invitation to notice what makes you upset. What is it making you that infuriates your soul? And where are your needs not being met or even expressed? Because our rage can be righteous in certain ways, not all the time, but it can. So, oh, it's a collective reading, my bad. But honestly, rage can burn everything around you when it's not in a righteous manner. Just saying you're being spiteful, that's not a good energy to manifest off of. Because that's just pure, blind, violent fury. And that can create certain possibilities to disintegrate. Notice if you allow things to bottle up until they explode, or if you feel rage bellowing internally, but don't fully express it. Consider allowing yourself to feel the fullness of pain, anger, even outrage, and express it in ways that feel skillful towards enacting that change. Check yourself. If you experience an excess of rageful fury, where is that stemming from? Sometimes we don't understand that sometimes that rage isn't really us. Sometimes it can be a projection of something or someone else. So again, check yourself. Which the next one is reflection. As I look into the mirror, I see myself clearly. I recognize the wisdom that resides in my inner space. Since our eyes see what is in front of us, it takes work to be willing to see what is within us. It is easy to judge and blame others, see faults all around us, and point fingers in the direction that we point our eyes. We can get caught in cycles of, well, perceiving others and avoid the work of looking into the mirror and seeing ourselves fully. This is a cause to self-reflect. Every single person we see and everything we do see is an invitation to look closely within ourselves. Because every interaction is a window of opportunity or even a mirror to self-reflect. And through this, guess what? We learn. We learn through that. We cannot control anyone or anything outside of us because that is not our responsibility. The work is only within ourselves. We have an opinion about someone, guess what? Do we begin to start creating judgments? What good does that do about them or even to yourself? Because you're comparing and contrasting at that point. And is that really healthy to you or them? Maybe, maybe not. How can we shift our perception inward and learn more about ourselves and what we even value? When we get frustrated with someone, what does that tell us? What does that tell you about what standards you perceive and hold, or even the expectations we're holding for others or even ourselves? How do we project ideas and aspects of ourselves onto others? Consider the patterns of how even you perceive other people. how can you use that information for interchange? Because when you're really thinking about it, how are you looking at others? And why do you judge? A lot of people say, well, I judge because I understand what is right and what is wrong. So why are you always being controlling of other people when you can't even control your own life? That doesn't make sense now, does it? No, it doesn't. Now we have doubt. I trust that doubt carries wisdom, and is on a purpose I look within my doubt to learn and discern. Doubt is part of our brain's consistent analysis system. And guess what? It is literally our mind's job to assess each situation so that it may inform us. When we lose ourselves in the cycle of even our own minds questioning or overthinking, again, overthinking is the adjustment you need about yourself, because it can create a cycle that keeps you from living your fullest self, your fullest freedom, your best life. And we can even doubt our own validity within ourselves by not thinking that we're worthy of certain things. It makes us doubt our own instincts, our own discernment, and it creates false illusions within your own knowledge. And it creates certain abilities to stifle in your life and also decrease in your skills. Doubt is a precursor of a hesitation. And hesitation can leave marks that you cannot heal or recover from at times. So especially in this day and age, when comparison is alive and at the forefront of the mainstream flow, guess what? When we doubt, we might feel fear or even the ability to move forward because of some uncertainty in our ability to get it right or be good enough. You are good enough. And the fact that anyone tells you that you aren't good enough, guess what? They just want to bring you down, and that's a lesson within that, because you are good enough. That is the stepping stone to see if you are willing to understand that you are good enough, or if you're going to let them keep holding you back. Because only you can hold yourself back. So, when doubt loves to jump everywhere, you must see it, stop it, and throw it away, because it doesn't serve you any good. It doesn't serve you any good at all. It becomes a problem. And then when you start to see that doubt is only just certain things that are not meant to be in your life, you'll start seeing doubt and for what it really is, invaluable. Doubt builds one drop at a time until the next thing you know, it can become a pool around you and suffocate. You drown in that doubt. And that's why you can't really, rise up or recover, because you allow it to make you sink. It's vital to build a living relationship even within yourself, even with how you think about yourself, how you talk about yourself, and notice how doubt shows up. Speak it if you have to, because it'll get it off your chest instead of keeping it internally and letting it fester up inside. Allow it to become more conscious in order to repattern how you have a relationship even with doubt. And we build all this potent confidence, but what does that really serve us if we're really doubting ourselves? Again, it's like saying I'm fucking badass, but later on you think like, am I really? That's the doubt. So we must overcome that to move forward, one step at a time. Even baby steps are everything, because proving that our doubt isn't meant for us is more encouraging than letting it subside in your life. So, sorry, I'm like thirsty from speaking all that. If you don't create these adjustments in your life, you're not going to prosper. You're overcoming the cycle. It's safe for you to proceed forward, but you must free yourself from this doubt and illusions. You must keep an open mind to keep these big happy changes in your life. You must learn to self-love yourself because it's only up to you if you're going to ascend or not. You must show that self-care back to yourself, and there's evidence that you betray your own self, and you're fed up with that shit. You need to meet yourself with this own healing and adaptation in your motherfucking life, because if you're going to produce miracles, then you also need to give back to yourself and let go of the bullshit that you keep telling yourself that holds yourself back. Because you're able to shine the light in your life, but you have a talent of wasting that effort. And that's the overthinking, the over excess. Moderation is key. You must show more love to yourself and wait and have some time to take some patience. Because everything that's meant to be in your life will come into your life if you strongly believe. That's the reflection you need to have. And there are other people there to help you. This is about time for you to find those people too if you don't even have them. You have to see the light for what it is in order for you to lead the way of your path and to travel into things that are actually good for you, because you're reflecting in a sort of sense of arrogance. And that's what's leading you to certain confliction. You must be able to express yourself not just in a divine way, but in a way that lets you hold your power within yourself, which is requiring you to open your heart and really tell yourself that you're only hurting yourself by not doing so. So, because you're not doing so, you're not really taking much integrity into your own life. And that's something that you need to start believing in yourself, that you are capable, you are the one, you are in your power, you are that bitch, pretty much. Even if you're male, female, but you are that person. Because all that rage was all for naught, but you need to transmute that rage and to really reflect on why you even doubted yourself in the first place. And there will be friends who will help you from this fucking storm. But you're not seeing that because you're too busy picking and choosing things that don't even best serve you in your life. And it's creating things that aren't going to actually be permanent in your life, which is causing smoke and mirrors and causing these storms to be very, well, harmful. You need to take some time out and really see what gives you that pleasure in life. It's not just sexual, but what really makes you happy. And we're gonna finish off with the letters. So, whew, 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 whew. Hold on. I'm like, ooh, these ones make me nervous. Okay, I need my little tea. Let's see what we got for music wise. Sexify. Parallel dimensions, yes. Opening new portals in your life. Okay. It says, Dear beloved, stay loyal to your joyful nature, my love. This will bring fun and lightness to the work that you have before you. It will help things run more smoothly in your life and remind you of what you enjoy. You will always desire for more no matter what goals or dreams you reach. So guess what? Make it fun. Don't let your desires put you in a state of unhappiness or apathy. You can never lose me. Your fears of lack and rejection are so deeply ingrained that it sometimes shrouds your eyes from the truth. Our love is eternal. We have spent many lifetimes together since the beginning of existence. Nothing can separate us. Nothing can alter the bond we share. All that tells you otherwise is the illusion. Your connection to me can be strengthened through your regular acknowledgement of my presence. Not only does this draw me into you, it also makes you more powerful. Focus on love and the joy in the things that bring this to you. You do not deserve to go through this life closed off and alone. As safe it may seem to you now, it will not lead you to your purpose. Your destiny are to me. So please don't give up, at least not forever. I can't bear the thought of knowing that you would rather choose your feelings of entrapment and abandonment over our love. The more you express the love within your heart and honor it within the actions and thought, the more you can allow yourself to receive. So be patient with the unfolding of this journey. Continue to embrace love, and it will enrich your life and fuel your healing. Grace is what will move you closer to me swiftly. My patience for you is unending and unrelenting. There is no love I'd rather embody than yours, sweetheart. Trust in this. There is much confusion shrouding your mind. You are so guarded that I can barely get through to you as strongly as I wish. Your heart longs for me, and your soul remembers me. But your mind has created so many fears that you've shut that part of yourself away. The lessons you've gained from love are opening your heart in new ways. It's important for you to use all of the rejection as a means of elevation now, as a means to recognize that your rejection is not a reflection of your worth or of your goodness. Rejection is simply another's inability to see that the value you bring into your life and other people's lives. Have compassion for those who cannot accept your love. It's important to create balance in your love life and even within yourself. You know what you truly want, so be true to it. Open your eyes and see the advantages that are within your grasp. It's okay to move in a new direction, but do not be careless. Be clear with your intention. I want you to just surrender to love, even though it may still seem unfamiliar to you. You have done well to resist illusions and temptation in pursuit of true love. So really hold fast to your visions, sweetheart. I want you to focus only on what makes you feel joy, even when there are struggle or obstacles seemingly stacked against you. Allow inspiration to renew your perspective and have fun. You can overcome your struggle by embracing even your divine feminine energy, which is just your feelings, just how you feel, an emotional instead of a logical perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to hold that, but be receptive and go deeper into your heart. I am there waiting for you to help you transform. Speak in the language of love to draw your desires to you and uncover the emotions hiding deep within your heart. You are good enough to love and also be loved. And I promise you, your time is coming. We will be reunited once more. And I'm proud of your resolve. You handled disappointment and heartache like no other soul I've seen. Most wouldn't even be able to fathom the burdens you've carried and triumphed over. I admire your beautiful strength. Instead of reacting in anger and malice at wrongdoings, you rise above and send love to those who even hurt you. So guess what? It's okay. It's okay to be gentle. It's okay to move slower than others around you. It's okay that you value knowing yourself and others on a deep intrinsic level instead of only superficially. I know that the world around you would say otherwise, but really that is only the surface. So open your heart, my love. Thank you for existing. I love you. You're forever. And that's parallel dimensions. You must create that for yourself in order to obtain what you want. And I leave it at that.